Hi everyone, welcome back to today's session. This is Jyotimol, your English teacher. Today, in this session, we are going to deal with the second part of the amazing story of Anne Frank. In my last class, I discussed the historical background, the German occupation of Netherlands of World War II, the secret departure of Anne's family to Amsterdam, their transportation to the concentration camp, Anne's death, the recovery of her diary by her father, Otto Frank, his initiative to publish the diary in English under the name The Diary of a Young Girl. It became world's most widely read book, and Anne Frank has become one of the most renowned and discussed of the Holocaust victims. So, before moving ahead with the new portion, I would like to give you a brief summary of the lesson that I taught you in the last class. Listen, children. Writing a diary was really a strange experience for Anne Frank. She had never written any such thing earlier. Moreover, she was too young to handle such type of serious things. She thought that no one would take an interest in the musings or thoughts of a 13-year-old school-going girl, and believed that paper has more patience than people. No doubt she had a family, loving parents, an elder sister, and friends. But she couldn't share her intimate experiences and problems with them. So she decided to get all kinds of things off her chest and maintain a diary. She wanted her diary to be her friend. So she named her friend Kitty. Okay, children. So let's move ahead with the new portion. Let me read the portion. See, here is the picture of Anne Frank. Okay, let me read the first paragraph. Since no one would understand a word of my stories to Kitty, if I were to plunge right in, I would better provide a brief sketch of my life, much as I dislike doing so. I'll give you the explanation, children. At last, Anne decided to maintain a diary and decided to write a diary regularly. She felt that no one would understand a word of her stories to Kitty if she narrated them directly. Actually, she did not like to provide her personal details to others. But it would be prudent. What do you mean by prudent, children? Prudent. It would be prudent, or it would be a wise decision. The meaning of prudent is wise decision. So it would be prudent to provide a brief summary of her personal matters. Is better to understand her diary. So she decided to give a brief sketch of her life for a better understanding of her writings. Okay, next paragraph. My father, the most adorable father I have ever seen. He didn't marry my mother until he was 36 and she was 25. My sister Margaret was born in Frankfurt in Germany in 1926. I was born on 12 June 1929 and I lived in Frankfurt until I was 4. My father immigrated to Holland in 1933. My mother, Edith Hollander Frank, went with him to Holland in September. While Margaret and I were sent to Aachen to stay with our grandmother. Margaret went to Holland in December and I followed in February when I was plunked down on the table as a birthday present for Margaret. Okay, children, in the second paragraph, she referred to her father as the most adorable, as the most lovable father one could ever get. Her father married her mother when he was at the age of 36 and she was 25. She and her sister Margaret, both of them were born in Frankfurt. As soon as Anne turned 4, her father moved to Holland while both the sisters stayed with their grandmother in Aachen. Why? What's the reason, children? Her mother, Edith Hollander Frank, also went with him to Holland in September. So, Anne and her sister were sent to Aachen to stay with their grandmother. Then, Margaret was also sent to Holland in December, followed by Anne in February, who was bought as a birthday present for Margaret. I hope you understood the portion, children. Let me move to the next portion. I started right away at the Montessori Nursery School. I stayed there until I was 6, at which time I started in the first form. In the sixth form, my teacher was Mrs. Cupres, the headmistress. At the end of the year, we were both in tears as we said a heartbreaking farewell. So when they reached Holland, Anne was sent to Montessori Nursery School. It was the first school. She started from first form. She had Mrs. Cupres, her headmistress, as well as her class teacher. So at the end of the year, both of them were in tears as they said a heartbreaking farewell. So in the sixth form, at the end of the year, both of them were in tears. Both of them cried at the time of their farewell. That means she loved her teacher, Mrs. Cupres, very much. In the summer of 1941, Grandma fell ill and had to have an operation. So my birthday passed with a little celebration. So very simple, children. What happened? In the year 1941, Grandma fell ill and underwent an operation. So Anne's birthday passed without any celebration. Unfortunately, her grandmother died in January 1942. Her grandma died in January 1942. No one knows how often I think of her and still love her. This birthday celebration in 1942 was intended to make up for the other, and a grandma's candle was lit along with the rest. So what happened there, children? In 1942, Grandma died. No one knows how often I think of her and still love her. So she loved her grandmother very much. She was so affectionate to her. This birthday celebration in 1942 was intended to make up for the other. So this year's birthday, it was intended to be celebrated with a great zeal, with a great enthusiasm. For what, children? So as to compensate last year's. So the 1942, her 13th birthday, it was celebrated in a grand manner. Then, thus, she sums up, have you seen the last paragraph, children? She sums up her family background. The four of us are still doing well, and that brings me to the present date of 20th June 1942 and the solemn dedication of my diary. So, she sums up her family background by mentioning that her family was doing well and brought her to the present date of 20th June 1942. So what's the speciality of 20th June 1942, children? 20th June 1942, that is what is the date of her first diary entry. So she sums up her family background by mentioning that her family was doing well and brought her to the present date of 20th June 1942. And it was a solemn dedication of her diary. It was the first entry of her diary. On that date, she entered the first writing, or she wrote her diary on 20th June 1942. She started writing her diary on 20th June 1942. So it's a solemn dedication. It's a sacred dedication. So let's see what she has written in her first entry. Date is not seen there, children. What's the date written in your textbook? 20th June 1942. Dearest Kitty, our entire class is quacking in its boots. The reason, of course, is the forthcoming meeting in which the teachers decide who will move up to the next form and who will be kept back. Half the class is making bets. Gian and I laugh ourselves silly at the two boys behind us. Cian and Jax, who have staked their entire holiday savings on their bet. From morning to night, it's you are going to pass. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Even G's pleading glances and my angry outbursts can't calm them down. If you ask me, there are so many dummies that about a quarter of the class should be kept back. But teachers are the most unpredictable creatures on earth. Okay, children. So let's see what she has written in her first diary. She addressed her diary as Dearest Kitty. Have you seen that, children? Firstly, she addressed her diary as Dearest Kitty. What's the date written? The date written on the diary was Saturday, 20th June 1942. So, a 13-year-old school-going girl, she started her diary with the musings or thoughts of a 13-year-old school-going girl. Anne started her diary with the musings of a 13-year-old school-going girl. Her entire class was quacking in its boots. Our entire class, have you seen the first sentence? Our entire class is quacking in its boots. What do you mean by quacking in its boots, children? The entire class was shaking with the fear and nervousness. It's given in your textbook, children. Quacking in its boots means shaking with the fear and nervousness. The entire class, the whole class was shaking. What's the reason, children? The reason, of course, was the forthcoming meeting in which teachers would decide who all would get the promotion and who would be kept back. See, the meaning is given there, children. Kept back means not promoted. Listen. So, the reason, of course, was the forthcoming meeting in which teachers would decide who all would get the promotion and who would be kept back. Many students were making bets. Many students were making bets. Some had put their entire summer savings on their bet. Who were their children? Cian and Jax, who have staked their entire holiday savings on their bet. Some had put in their entire summer savings on their bet. Anne and her friend Gian made fun of the nervous boys. They kept on saying each other from morning to night, "You're going to pass." "No, I'm not." "Yes, you are." "No, I am not." So, they're fed up with these words. Who fed up with these words? Anne and her friend Gian. When G's pleading glances, pleading means requesting. When G's pleading glances and Anne's angry outbursts couldn't make them calm from morning till night, they talked each other like this. "You are going to pass." "No, I am not." "Yes, you are." "No, I am not." So even G's pleading glances and my angry outbursts can calm them down. So what did they do, children? G, what did she do? She pleaded them. She pleaded them. Her pleading glances. Glances means looks. She pleaded them with her glance. She pleaded them. She requesting them. And Anne, what did she do? Her angry outburst. My angry outburst. She shouted at them. "Will you please keep quiet?" Even G's pleading glances and my angry outbursts can't calm them down. They didn't keep silence. So Anne, according to Anne, about a quarter of the class. What do you mean by quarter, children? About a quarter of the class should be kept back. Anne was very sure, or according to Anne, about a quarter. Quarter means 1/4. 1/4. So, quarter of the class should be kept back, should not be promoted. Anne was very sure that 1/4 of the children will not be promoted. What's the reason? You know the reason. Yes, they might not have participated in any activities related to their studies. Am I right, children? Anne referred to them as dummies. Dummies, you know, dummy is a model of a human being. So my opinion is wrong. Why, children? Anne says teachers are the most unpredictable creatures on earth. So according to Anne, teachers are the most unpredictable creatures on earth. Teachers' decision can't be predicted. That is what is she meant by this sentence. Teachers are the most unpredictable creatures on earth. So teacher's decision can't be predicted. That's the opinion about teachers. Anne's opinion about teachers. Teachers are the most unpredictable creatures on earth. Okay children, let's move to the last paragraph. I'm not so worried about my girlfriends and myself. We will make it. The only subject I'm not sure about is maths. Anyway, all we can do is wait. Until then, we keep telling each other not to lose heart. So in the next paragraph, Anne says, I'm not so worried about my girlfriends. I'm not so worried about my girlfriends, my female friends and myself. She was very sure she was not bothered about her friends and herself because she was sure that they would pass. She was very sure that they would pass, her girlfriends and Anne. Her girlfriends, my girlfriends and myself. I am not so worried about myself and my girlfriends because she was very sure that they would pass easily. The only thing, we will make it. The only thing I am not sure about is maths. The only object she was not sure about mathematics. She seemed to be having a tough time with mathematics. Okay, just wait and see. The only thing that they could do was to wait for the result. They comforted each other. Don't be upset. Don't lose heart. Be cheerful. Be courageous. I hope you understood the portion. Am I right, children? So, she comforted the students means Cian and Jax. The students, they staked their entire holiday savings on their bet. They comforted each other, but Anne and her girlfriends, they were very sure that they would pass. The only subject that Anne got frightened or Anne was not sure about only mathematics. Otherwise, she was very confident that she would pass. Okay children, and now today's session is getting over. Read the lesson and do the work accordingly. Okay, meanings are given here. Go through the meanings, read the textbook. Thank you children.